Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York, the Groove venue. Tonight's episode of Squirrels and Storms. We join the Stone Raven Pack upon their home within the Bawn, the giant rock that sits outside of the cabins.
I guess that's our cue. Uh, Garrett usually spends his free time at the Rock whenever he's not doing patrol or any of his other machinations. And so he sits leaned up against the Rock smoking a cigarette.
Lily will be just hanging out there, as usual, hard surface, working on some metal shenanigans. Interestingly enough, for those who are able to peek into the Umbra, her little birdie friend is nowhere to be seen.
Aww.
You'll be all right. And Mikhail will be there, but he'll be cleaning up around the rock to remove any of the chimneys that were left out previously. As the orders from Katori were, no chimneys are to be done.
Ah, yes. Gail, what's your plan here?
My plan is to go to Chases the Storms, Raya, and seek a meeting with I can never pronounce his name, the squirrel.
Ratatosk.
Yeah. And seek reprieve from those who had nothing to do with this contract between a certain imbecile and the spirit in question.
I know there are some stuff in the works to prank Kachina.
Lily kind of raises an eyebrow. You know, Alpha, with the current trend of unpaid chimnages all coming to give consequences, you really think now is the appropriate time to try to negotiate a deal after it's been made?
It's not negotiation. It's seeking a clearance for those who had no part in this. The history of our people and the spirits is very, very simple. We do our part, they do theirs, and we have a beneficial payback between us. Now, Kachina went and made a deal and included people without their consent. That goes against everything the Gru Nation as a whole stands for, including the spirit courts. So it would be very dishonorable on our half and theirs to force somebody to partake in something they had no hand in. Now, these people want to partake and make their own deals. That's between them and the spirits. But we just simply cannot just start making contracts without someone else's consent.
Garrett looks to Lily. Lily, do the spirits really give a crap about consent in a deal?
Depends. Honestly, if you were to promise something to a spirit, say, in this case, this is a Adran promising action from those above him, that would probably be pretty easily construed as going against our ranking system. As for consent, usually the spirit will take the deal in spirit and word and consider it to be valid. The guru not obtaining the consent of those that he's making promises for, that falls on his head. Not really the spirit's problem, is it?
Well, I don't seek to punish the spirit.
No, I think what Lily's trying to say is that the spirit doesn't give a damn about our consent in this matter. The deal was that we'd do a prank.
Yeah, basically.
That may be.
Now, I know, Lily, you said that you were tasked to further appease Ratatosk.
Yeah, I was.
So maybe we work that as our angle if we're really going to speak to the Great Squirrel. Because at this point, it's bad. I mean, even I can feel it in the air. We need to be in...
The concern I have with this idea is that this spirit has already been offended, and he's showing quite a bit of leniency. Oh shit.
You
He's
okay?
not. Yes. Oh god, I forgot what I was saying.
Spirit's showing quite a bit of leniency.
In just having us do something like prank this fucker. I feel if we go around trying to negotiate this too much, it may simply result in offending the spirit and making it worse on all of us. I'm sure Chase's Raya has better insight into this than I do. But, well, spirits are fickle creatures.
And I like to think they're a little bit more competent than the one before us.
I don't know if competency is what matters. But, yeah, Lily's right. We need to seek counsel with Chases. We don't need to be messing with this without consent from the right master.
Absolutely.
In that matter, we should probably at least inform Katori Raya. He's given me the go-ahead to continue with this, but, well, the spirits are on the Sept, and if there's any technicality there, better do things as above board as possible.
Garrett nods. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Good. Let's go hunt him down. Now we go mentor hunting. Cases, who's a good puppy? Raw.
He might be doing something with his doggy.
No, every time I was clicking the microphone button, it was clicking twice. So, where do you guys go look for Chases originally?
Lily will probably go for the hut first.
That's what Garrett would suggest as well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the main idea.
Go ahead, roll me perception alertness.
Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I imagine body language doesn't apply.
No, it does not.
2.
None.
Okay. Lily is clueless, but Mikhail and Garrett both seem both see and smell the signs of a fire going on the inside of Chase's little hut.
Remember the protocol. We introduce before we walk on someone else's territory.
We will go ahead and go close to the hut.
He's
Chase
got
the storm, Raya. Oh, it makes you look very, very impressive. -1 difficulty on all social rolls, and anyone who wants to attack you subtracts 1 from their initiative.
Cool. Is what you all hear from the hut.
Oh, good. Sounds like he's home.
Yeah, he's got a fire going on in there.
And we will wait until he calls us forth.
There's a little bit of shuffling going on inside of the hut. Mikhail, Garrett, Lily.
Chasing the storm, Raya.
Good evening.
Garrett
Oh,
shows
man.
throat.
No, he doesn't
Oh, he's
come
not.
out of the hut. You hear it from inside the hut.
Gotcha.
Come in.
And Lily, go in.
Yep, we will follow in.
Mm-hmm.
Chases is at the far back of the wall in his lupus form. Sort of in the mound of blankets. Just sort of looking at you.
Lily will step forward and she'll tilt her head back so that he gets a very, very clear picture of her throat. Hello. Mikhail and I were looking to seek your counsel.
Aye.
Lily will look over at Mikhail. Alpha, if you please.
We need to seek a council with Redatosk.
Why?
I cannot speak for Lily's behalf, but for mine, it is to speak for those who have been wrongfully bound to a contract that they had no part in making.
And what contract is that?
The contract made by Kachina himself. He wrongfully included people into his contract without their consent, thereby dishonoring both the Gru and the Spirit Courts in the history that they share since the beginning of time.
And are you bound by said contract?
As far as I've been told, everyone in this set has been bound by this contract.
What contract is that?
That what the fuck did Kachino say we would do?
The pranking contest. If you're asking OOC.
Yeah, oh, so yeah. That we would engage in a series of Ragabash style antiques.
Right. And you see Chase's get up. And he paces, and as he paces, his form begins to melt into his human form, and he is sitting in front of you, legs crossed, staff across his thighs. Better to communicate.
Of course.
But it seems to me that you're no longer bound by that pact. Are you?
Wait, are we? Really? I have no idea.
As I was told, Raya, in order to make up for the wrongdoings of Kachina, the entire Sept was to engage in pranking him. At least that is what I've been told by my superiors.
Indeed.
And Screaming Eagle howled it out earlier.
Aye.
And the Wormpo has been making it known too.
Aye. Ain't that because the spirit commanded it?
Oh? Well, it seems there's a series of miscommunications going on.
Seems so.
Lily,
Yeah?
you've been an apt student. Surely you can tell the difference between one pact and another.
Yeah, of course I can.
You have not been bound by Kachina's word. The Sept has been bound by the spirits.
Lily will nod. Okay. That clears that up then.
Does that still mean we're up creek without a paddle then? That we're still bound to prank Kachina?
She looks over at Mikhail. You'll still have a case to make with Ratatosk? I don't recommend it still, but this new information's important.
Indeed, if there is no contract falsely made, then no, I have no dealings.
Not good. If I may go on to my business, she looks over at him.
Of course.
Do not misunderstand me. This pact is not to fix Kachina's mistake. This pact is to punish him. Plain and simple.
Lily nods.
Remember the spirit's word. These pranks may be done individually or by groups.
Chases Raya.
Aye.
What about Dog? Dog left Sept, but I suspect we can expect him to return. Is this correct?
I cannot speak for Dog, nor would I choose to. I would tell you and inform you that a spirit is done with you only when the spirit itself tells you.
Katori Raya actually had something planned regarding Dog. I assume you already know about it?
I've heard rumors from little birds.
She nods.
Garrett's gonna pack link Lily. Would you mind informing me at an appropriate time?
Pack Lincoln back, of course. So, for what I was looking for help with, actually, my tribal elder contemplates the Mercy Raya, has tasked me with, alongside our deal that we've already made, or aside from the command that Ratatosk has already given us, mend relations. He has asked that I continue to improve them, to ensure that he and my father are not offended, or have no reason to look upon us with ire.
Contemplates the mercy. He's very zealous with his duties, and I do not fault him for that. How would you suggest, Lily, to do this?
I've been doing research on the stories I can find. Figured further chimnage would be a good idea. Also, something specifically targeted towards Ratatosk in the plan that Katori was talking about. Something to give him a more formal apology, I suppose, a show of good faith.
Garrett raises a hand. May I?
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
It seems to me body parts are all the rage these days. I heard his liver was promised to one. His liver was promised to Dog. What about his funny bone to Ratatosk?
No, the funny bone isn't very funny. It actually hurts. I was considering more his lungs, as lungs are the source of laughter. I suppose you may have to include the diaphragm in that too if you want to get real technical, but I think the symbolism's good enough.
Hashtag why not both?
True? Though I'm unsure of how proper it is to discuss divvying up a man's body while he still breathes.
Just throwing ideas out there.
Duly noted.
I'll be honest with you. I don't believe Kachina will be staying very long. If this planet, Katori's, goes as planned. So, my suggestion.
Manipulation, subterfuge. Oh god.
No.
Oh, is that what we're doing? We can do that. Okay.
You know that moment when you hear something that amuses you, but you're trying to keep a straight face, and you do that little tiny smile before you get control of your face?
Mm-hmm.
That's Miss Murder Hobo right now.
So I got three successes. What do I detect?
No, there's no detection.
Oh,
That was Lily trying to hide
her sadism.
her
Oh.
really quick.
oh. Don't hide it and enjoy it. Embrace it.
The murder boner is real.
You get a look. You get a look from Chase's that obviously says appropriate place, appropriate time.
Lily puts on her best innocent face.
You'll get a pack link from Garrett. Me too. Me too.
Right. Well, seeing as you've already discussed this with Katari, Katari was the one that came up with the plan, I would make a small edit, and I would say the poor bastard's windpipe.
Suppose that would work as well.
As well as the lungs. And if you want to get technical, the diaphragm.
Oh, good. Three's a good number. Lily will look over at the others. You have anything else to talk about?
I believe I am satisfied for the moment.
As am I.
Good, so am I. And she'll look over at Chase's. So, while the three of us are here, is there anything you may need from us in the near future?
I would say, if you currently have any unpaid shimonage, pay it.
Garrett nods at that.
Lily nods as well. The sky was looking rather dark. Maybe a perfectly convenient night for it. She grins over at Garrett.
Perfect night for what?
We have chimnage that we need to pay. It will be paid.
That we need to pay. It's chimnage we get to pay. Nudge, nudge.
What
Need
shimonage is
to
that
pay.
now?
A while back, the two of us spoke to the spirit of the North Wind. In return for a bit of information, we agreed to go and brave a storm. The weather's been real clear since then, but tonight may be the night.
The wind speaks a storm growing in a place called Montauk. Go there.
Clink, clink. Was Montauk where we did the original thing, OOC? Because I don't think we ever named it.
Just say it is.
I think you said something like the highest point, or something to get a hold of the
I'll
wind.
check my blue booking.
Yeah.
Yes, the highest natural point in New York.
New York State or New York City?
City, I believe, right?
I did not specify in my blue booking, so let's go with that.
Okay.
I would say state, since you have a chance to get to the country. Just say it.
Okay, let's do state. We'll do it on a mountaintop.
No.
Chases looks up at you. Goes, that would be the keep of Mount Mercy in Keene.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I believe that was where it was.
That's a ways away.
No big deal.
Umbral travel. Umbral travel.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, chases Raya.
Hmm.
Do you know? Let me word this right. The North Wind said that something was carried on his winds by those that reside on the border. Do you know what he means by that? Those that reside on the border?
No. No, I don't.
Hmm. Very
Though,
well.
it might be something to look into.
I agree.
I think I can trust a lot here if you behave yourselves to do such.
We look before.
There will be no misbehaving.
Is there anything else?
I believe we are finished here.
Garrett nods.
Indeed. Thank you very much for your time, Raya. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Chases the Storm Raya.
You're welcome.
And, Lily will wait until they are dismissed.
Patience is a virtue.
Chases the Storm nods after a while.
Once chases the storm nods, Garrett will back out of the hut.
Lily,
Micaiah will lead and they can follow.
now, assumedly at the speed of plot, I believe we have another place to go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Garrett was going to tell Lily we've got a whole ass.
Lily will haul ass.
You know, we can use the Umbra.
Sure, why not?
You're looking at a few 100 miles, just saying.
Yeah.
I know, but Umbral travels a lot faster.
It's a 4-day walk.
Which means running in Lupus, it will be in Lupus and the Umbra. We can get there in no time.
I'd say Hispo, and you'd be there.
Lupus is faster than his spell.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 285 miles. All right. In the Umbra, I'd say it'd take you several hours.
Works for me.
That works, yeah. Once they arrive there, Garrett will strip down
And so will Lily.
and kneel down.
Works for Mikhail.
And then once the rain starts beating down on them and the wind whipping at their skin, Garrett will look over to Lily. This sucks.
Lily will be making rain angels in the grass. Or make that mud angels. Be like, no, this is awesome.
And I will be sitting just Indian style.
With an umbrella.
Looking at these motherfuckers like this is my pack.
Nope. He embraces storms.
Ah, wise man. And they will remain that way until the last drop of water falls from the sky.
Okay. It was quite a while. Does anybody have anything they'd like to do while these two are performing their chiminage?
I don't know. Do you guys want to do the communion with the storm rite?
I believe that would be your show.
Mm-hmm.
If we're a pack, it's kind of a pack decision.
Well, if the storm is, I don't know if we can do both at the same time. Is my issue.
The chimnage was we meditate as well during it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you do when you do this right. You're meditating. And then one person speaks on your behalf to Grandfather Thunder.
I don't want to risk it because we're performing chimnage to one spirit. That spirit should have our full attention. But
Fair enough.
Totally do that, I think.
Yeah, I will say that if Mikhail wants to do it, I will not. You won't need your pack. Mikhail can do it.
Okay. Sure. We can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett will say to Mikhail, though, if you're going to commune with our patron, be sure you know what to ask.
Well, that is the interesting question. What should be brought forth?
I'm pretty comfortable with the path forward that we've have laid out before us after consulting with Chases.
If there's really no question, it's kind of pointless to do the right.
Yeah. We're not a stupid pack.
If Mikhail has a personal question he'd like to ask, keep in mind, I mean, this rite, you're looking at a level 1 rite.
It's level 2, but yeah.
Oh, well, a level 2 rite that in its description specifically states that Shadow Lords use it in time of strife. I think this qualifies.
Garrett gave his counsel. It's up to Mikhail.
Fair enough. I got a question. So you want me to start the roll?
Sure, go ahead. First, for our peace sake, explain to me how Mikhail is going about this ritual.
Well, while his two pack mates are meditating, he will go to Hispo, and he will walk around in a circle, marking the area around them, making a temporary territory markings. Um, he himself will sit there. Yes, he'll sit, take a few moments of breathing to get his mind right, and then he will let out a howl of welcoming. Double check.
Okay.
How many successes do I need?
Trying to figure it out. Here we go.
It's a mystic right.
Yeah, you does not say anything about successes.
Okay.
So go ahead and speak your question.
He will howl out. How do I want to phrase this? Show me the proper path to ensure that my role as Alpha will lead my pack to ensure the better safety of the Sept and the people within.
There's a voice that seems to rumble within your head. The vibration of it seems to shake you to your very core.
But I welcome it.
What question is that?
Do I have to speak out loud or do I have to speak my thoughts?
You can speak your thoughts.
Okay. I need to ensure that my place as Alpha, that I can lead my pack in the proper path that will ensure the safety of this cairn and the people within. With so many problems being presented lately, it is easy to lose track of oneself.
Tell me the issues that face you.
A member of our sept has unwisely wronged a spirit, and because of so, the spirits have started to turn against us within the sept, and we are taking measures to repair the damage done by the one. But I would like to have some idea of how to better keep myself and those under my guide to ensure that we cannot allow this to happen again.
I advise wisdom. Grandson. I advise patience and vigilance. Do not disregard those that have come before you. But do not allow their weaknesses to become yours.
Absolutely not.
As for your current issue, the weakness that faces your Sept, ensure it is disposed of.
Oh, with much certainty it will be.
The rumbling within your mind ceases. And until you use it, gain a temporary dot of gnosis.
Yay.
All right. So, the rainstorm itself continues on for a couple of hours. The storm ebbs and flows until the early sparks of dawn. As the thunder leaves earshot, the stone ravens are treated to the first sounds of birds as they wake in the peaceful dawn light. I think this is a perfect place to end the scene, unless somebody else has something they wish to do.
All good here.
Okay. And we thank you players for playing. We thank you watchers for watching. This has been a scene for the living world of darkness, rage across New York. The Groove venue. Please, wherever you are, have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night.